60-minute shit show, episode 15.
Episode 15.
15, my God. We made it.
I don't know what we made it to, but we made it.
Nigga, we made it.
That's my thoughts exactly.
Ben says, speaking of, no.
This episode of 60 Minute Shit Show,
No.
Ben says nigger. Hard R.
I got on Xbox Live the other day with Nate and Rail, and I said, what's up, niggers? And they was like, hey. Like, too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's a lot.
All right. This episode of 60 Minute Shit Show is sponsored by Suburban Pro Studios, located in South City, St. Louis. Suburban Pro is home to 2 state-of-the-art recording facilities and multiple world-class engineers. With affordable rates and a comfortable recording environment, your next project will come to life with their audio and technical expertise. So if you're serious about your craft or project, give them a call at 314-838-4344.
You're not serious, though. All you rappers, y'all going to continue to make them songs that sound like you recorded them in a VW van, and y'all continue to do it.
But do you know who recorded most of their music in a home studio?
I like home studios.
XXXTENTACION.
Yeah.
That was his
The
thing.
homie.
Is that a
That
segue?
dirty sound.
That sounds like a segue to me.
That's a pretty good segue.
Let's talk about XXX, man.
Nate sounds, according to his Twitter or Instagram, sounds deeply affected by this.
It sucks. I really like the dude. I think he was like pioneering a new wave of hip hop. It's like a lot punk rock / hip hop. It's like the first generation of like the emo black kids. Or not the first generation, but it's like that's a thing now. That was not a thing 10 years ago, emo black kids. It was,
Sure it
but
was.
not like that. No, not like it is now. Like
I mean, that leads into our third topic, but let's just talk about XXX. He passed Monday. He was shot while he was leaving a motorcycle dealership in his hometown or close to his hometown of Miami, Florida. Or I know he's from nearby Miami, Florida, where he was murdered. Something very interesting happened that I do want to talk about. The bystanders, the people who witnessed it.
Yeah.
They just took video, and
That's rude.
I'm not sure the validity of what I saw, but there was a post by a nurse who worked at the hospital he was taken to, and said that there was time that they could have used to save his life. Instead, they took videos.
Right.
Now, whether that's true or not, it still brings up a good point about people who are filming tragedies instead of intervening, or filming fights instead of intervening.
Man, taking a video is always the last thing on my mind. I don't know how people
I
do
don't even
that.
know how you get your phone out of your pocket while something's going on.
Yeah, this shit takes forever to boot up and
I never
start
get
recording and
even when it's something I want to capture, like a dolphin. I never get my camera out on time.
Yeah.
dolphin.
Like I never seem to get my camera out on time.
No, never.
So that's something to do with society and technology, and like people just disconnect, and it becomes more important to post about it than to actually like. It's for them definitely more important to post this dude slumped over dying than it was to see if you could save his life.
Well, there's a phenomenon that is closely related to this where everybody assumes everybody else is going to do something about it.
Yeah, I was reading this book. Was it Blink? It was a Malcolm Gladwell book.
That might have been in Blink, yeah.
Oh, it might have been Tipping Point, actually, where this woman was being attacked in a very popular New York City, very populated New York City apartment complex with one of those huge courtyards. She was being attacked in the middle of the courtyard with high rises all the way around her. She's screaming for help, and people were looking out the window, and there was probably like 30 or 40 people who witnessed the crime, but they all assumed that someone else was calling the cops. So no one called the cops, and she ended up getting killed.
Damn.
So that's a thing.
Similar thing here, I bet. Okay.
What? Wait, what? What was that?
No, the homie was saying like he don't think it's true that somebody could have saved his life.
No,
Because I mean he got shot in his neck. Like this.
They would have
EMT
had to be on the scene.
Yeah, they would have had to have some medical training to save his life. So
well, I'm sure, but like even calling, for help is, it all factors in when you only have there's moments. There's only moments.
Yeah. Did the person who call immediately, or did they look in their phone first? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
But the topic that I want to talk about is, can you mourn an abuser? Because I've seen a lot of people on both sides of it, where like some people are like, well, shit, he fucking beat the shit out of his ex-girlfriend. She was pregnant. He bloodied her and kidnapped her and tortured her. You know, and he was still awaiting trial for that, so we don't know the outcome of. We won't know the outcome of that. But at the same time, can someone turn their life around in a little bit of time?
I have a.
I think it
Let me hear your
happened when
point
he
of.
was
Let me hear,
16.
let me hear your point of view because I got a counter to it.
Well, I'm on the
It
fence.
happened when he was 16.
Well, he's only 20, so like it's 16, 17. I mean, I don't know exactly his age. 16, 17.
He's only 20.
Yeah.
I think it happened when he was 16 or 17. He was locked up the year before.
Yeah, when Look at Me came out, he was locked up.
Yeah, he was locked up.
He did so much community service. Like, he was on like a whole different trajectory, I think.
Yeah.
And even the video that he posted Saturday where he's talking about what he wants to do with community service and like, he didn't know he was going to die.
Yeah.
You know, he was
It was
just
that
like,
crazy white guy, wasn't it?
huh?
I saw a link today that looked like some crazy white guy was being identified as the shooter.
No,
some
that's some
black
bullshit.
dude got identified as a shooter.
Yeah, some crazy looking black dude. But no, what I was saying was like Saturday he makes his video about like community service and stuff he had got going on, and he had been donating like multiple charities and donating musical equipment to places in Florida. Like he was doing a lot. Like he actually was doing a shit ton of, and I think it was I think he was growing up, and
I'm glad my growing up days didn't involve raping somebody with a fork. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I read the disposition papers when they came out. I read most of them. Not most of them.
Fork.
There were like 75 pages. I read some, and I read some recaps when it happened, and it was terrible. And I told you, remember when I told you then, I was like, this guy is a fucking trash human.
Yeah.
And yeah, he could have been a trash human, but he also could have, started a new page. But does being a trash human in your past affect your future? Like, does he deserve to die? Is that some people are saying karma?
Right.
Like, is it karma?
No, there's no such thing. All right, if Maya Angelou died when she was 20, she would have died a prostitute and a single mom. If Malcolm X died when he was 20, he would have died as a Detroit Red, a thief, a woman beater, and a drug addict.
See.
And if Kwesi Mumfune died at 20, he would have died a convict and not gone to be a congressman. So the answer to your
Tim
question...
Allen used to sell crack.
Tim Allen.
The two-man Taylor.
To answer your question, anybody can go through some shit and come out the other side.
Okay.
So, anybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reformed... about that.
Yeah, you can
There's a lot of reformed criminals out there doing good shit.
Yeah, you
starting
can
businesses and whatever.
be an asshole when you're an idiot. Because you're a fucking wild-ass little thing when you're a teenager.
Yeah, but that's kind of...
Okay, but there's
we were
No,
wild, but we didn't beat a pregnant
Yeah,
woman until she
was
blind in one eye.
He was on some extra wild shit.
Maybe he was on something.
Yeah.
All right.
He's pretty crazy, though. When I first got hip to him, I was trying to find his music, and I found more fight videos than his actual music.
Wow.
So, he's a trouble kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got them hands, too, though.
He didn't look like he had them hands when he was on stage.
He snuck them. He snuck
I
them.
know. It was a cheap shot. He had a really tumultuous life and career, and it's kind of hard to say where they were coming from at any given time. But we do know that he was trying, at least, and you can call it for public image or whatever, but at least he was trying to help in his before his
I
passing.
don't even think it was for public image. I think he really meant that shit. I mean,
You can tell by that video when he's pleading.
He's one of those kids who raised themselves for whatever reason, and yeah, man.
I'm glad you're opening up on this podcast this episode.
I don't know.
It's just like the conversation stop. You're like the black hole right now.
I am.
I
am.
So speaking of troubled people, fucking Chris Hardwick.
Who's Chris Hardwick?
You know the nerdy little guy that's in charge of the Talking Dead?
Yeah. Okay.
He does a lot of Comic-Con stuff.
Probably the most
He's got the
unfunniest
gray
comedian.
hair, right?
Yeah, he's
the-
gray now. It's blondish gray.
Yeah.
He's big part of Nerdist.
So he's so unfunny to me.
He's a great moderator, and that's funny to me.
Yeah, I think
Like
he's
you
a
watch his
good
Comic-Con
moderator.
panels and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That shit's
Yeah.
funny. But his stand-up is kind of cringy.
It's bad.
It's bad.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's bad.
So
bad.
he was dating this. I don't really know what she did or what she's known for, but she's the daughter of one of
Chris Hardwick.
Chloe Dykstra is the daughter of John Dykstra, who like founded Industrial Light and Magic and worked on Star Wars and Jurassic Park and shit. So
That's tight.
yeah, sort of a Hollywood royalty in a way. But she wrote a letter to the public the other day saying, I can't handle this anymore, and basically threw him under the bus for, it's this really, really bad shit, like years worth of controlling and sexual abuse and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
He was R. Kelly in it?
I don't know a lot about R. Kelly, but it was bad. Tech, you looking it up or whatever?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
The
one part that stuck out to me was she was in the hospital having a procedure, and she was with his.
Can I give some backstory on that?
Sure.
To make this even worse, she got pregnant by him. Didn't want to tell him about it. Told him about it by the time she lost like 30 pounds and it was risking her health. So they had to do an emergency, removal or whatever, an emergency abortion. Mm-hmm. So now you can continue your story.
So during this, the doctor comes in and gives him a report. Him and his mother, Chris and Emily's. Her name's Emily, right?
Shit,
Chloe Dykstra's mother was there. The doctor gave the report on how she's doing, and Chris says in front of the mother, "When can I have sex with her again?"
Damn.
But here's the interesting. Do you have more to add?
I mean, there's a lot to it. I don't know how much we want to talk about it.
He
but
is savage.
It was super controlling.
He says,
He said he's going to the shadow realm. He might be done.
This is his response. I'm devastated to read that she is now accusing me of conduct that did not occur.
Right, sure.
So his rebuttal is, it didn't happen.
Right, of course it didn't.
Interesting. I don't like...
She said she has proof. She said, don't you dare combat this, because I have proof.
She replied to that?
No, before he even said anything, he's like, she said, I dare you to fight this, because I have proof. So, yeah, it's bad.
She used the word insidious.
Insidious.
Woo! Insidious.
Yeah, dude, it's super bad.
That's a horror movie title.
He was a villain. Like, yeah.
He looks like the type of person.
He seemed like,
just a weasel ass, Danny DeVito ass.
Is that really typical? Like, can't have male friends, can't go out at night.
He looks like he do that. Yep, that's Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
That's the host of Talking Dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Complete asshole.
Like she was supposed to be naked and ready for him when he got home.
Yep.
Or shit like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Insane.
Fluff my pillows, bitch.
Like that sounds about. Honestly, who's surprised? Are you surprised?
Oh, and then, so, apparently because of all this, she got blacklisted. And some of her people that she considered friends helped blacklist her. Helped him blacklist her. Fucking crazy. This Hollywood's fucking weird.
So
man.
Chris Hardwick is some notorious ass.
He a gangster now?
Sex
controller. Maybe he was for a few
manipulator.
Weeks. He's about to disappear. We're about to never hear from him again.
Well, then Andrew Lincoln can host Talking Dead since he's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a fit like
he's not? This is his last season.
Okay. Right.
It's his last season.
Yeah.
So they haven't canceled the show. It's just his last season.
Right.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That still come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still comes on.
People still watch it.
Like it. People still like it. I stopped fucking with it altogether. I don't care.
Torture porn is a big thing,
It is not torture porn.
Sure
It's just boring.
It's a drama.
The entire
He's
last
been
season.
so mad since Negan came in and bashed that boy head in.
I love that. That was the best part.
I hated him so much.
Negan?
Not for the reason they wanted me to hate him. I thought he was a shitty character and he was unfunny.
I thought he was hilarious.
He's overacting. See, he's overacting, and I hated him. I hated every aspect of it.
I know we're not supposed to be talking about this, but we're talking about it. I thought Jeffrey Dean Morgan did an amazing job of translating the character from comic books to, and honestly, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. The TV show is taking something that only lasts 5-10 episodes and dragging it out for 2 years.
Right.
That's not the comic book's fault. That's not Robert Kirkman's fault. That's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan's fault. Negan was funny in comic books because he was so insane and so like bash your brains in and then laugh about it, and then that was it. But they've done it for 2 years,
right?
And 2 seasons, it's too much.
The same guy for 2 seasons. What did they think?
Too much.
What did they think was gonna happen? I thought they were gonna kill him in the beginning, the first couple episodes, and that's the first couple episodes is what I watched, and I was like, oh, he's still gonna be the,
and that's fine.
He's still gonna be the guy.
We gotta stick with the comic books, but it was 2 years is too long. 2 seasons is too long of Negan.
They could have condensed
especially with the next villain being so good.
That's
and
the problem with-
you've made us lose interest, and now you made Andrew Lincoln, who plays the most prominent character. You're not gonna have a show without him. You made him lose interest.
Yeah.
Because
Is
you're
that
dragging.
why
it
he's
out.
leaving? Because he lost interest?
I guarantee it. Because if it was still popping, he wouldn't leave.
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like doing the same thing forever.
Why does any business close?
They lost business. What am I missing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Why does he want to leave?
He losing business.
He's losing business. There's more business that he
could be
can
doing.
get
Sure. Okay.
because of the show is keeping him
You got
at a
point,
certain
'cause-
place.
'cause I know I'm not the only person that stopped watching that shit.
I
for
love
sure.
you know, bro.
We was, we
all were.
We all were.
Every week.
We had Walking Dead night. We had Walking Dead nights.
night.
Yeah. Yep. That
For a
spanned
long
that
time.
spanned friendships too. I've had friendships that I don't even really have anymore.
I remember.
Right.
I remember that was some weird. That was so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, that show had a big chunk of my life or whatever. But you know.
Every Sunday, man. All right, we got to move on to the next topic. I don't know how much you guys know about this. You've been arguing all day on your mom's Facebook about it. This kid's detained, separated from family situation. It's political, Trump, that type of shit. You guys want to talk about it? You guys even want to talk about it?
Go in.
I mean, we all kind of agree, but you know, we can inform. I don't know. We can inform people.
I still believe that like
if you do shit wrong,
a deterrent is not supposed to be something you desire. Like no one wants to lose their kids, so it's a deterrent, and they say it's a deterrent, and yeah, maybe
they do and they don't say it. That's the problem.
Maybe I shouldn't do this because I can lose my kids. That should be
toying with that's using human lives as a playing piece.
Yeah.
That's really villainous,
You
right?
use your kids as a pawn.
I mean, you're not
can't-
using your own kids as a
no,
pawn.
they
Like,
using- using your
human
kids.
children as a playing piece for your agenda.
yeah, oh for sure, it's terrible. It's the worst. What the fuck?
And I guarantee that's what he was doing. I guarantee that was the point.
Well, I bet they
I
get in
can't-
line if I take their kids away.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, that's what it
I
is.
can't guarantee it, of course.
And you
but-
know what's great is they're like, oh, they've been doing this since Obama, which is completely not true. Like it's just you're not gonna look it up, so we're gonna say whatever we want to on CNN and Fox, and you're gonna believe it. But to a degree, I think the problem I have with this whole situation is the camps, the prisons, and take those kids and take them home.
I seen a picture of those kids like in little cages.
Yeah.
Like in cages.
Yeah.
Like that's terrible.
Take them
dog.
back to their abuela. I'm working on my Spanish.
Everything you do is going to cost money. So that's why people thought, I don't know, putting them in cages was the right way to go.
Just
or some
let
shit.
their ass in. If they can survive this motherfucker, then good for them. That's supposed to be the American way.
That's not how it works, though. I don't know any country that does work like that.
Yeah,
That's how it worked when we was still in this motherfucker.
Try to go get a job in Thailand right now. What are you gonna have to do? What do you have to do if you want to get a
I'll
job?
do some manual labor.
What if you want to go do? If you want to go do manual labor in Thailand, what do you have to do?
Oh, like apply for a visa and all that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you just walk up over there,
I can hide out for a little while.
you gonna get
Shit,
your
if you
shit.
good at something-
and then when you in that Thailand prison somewhere,
If you good at something, you'll make it though. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Because there's chefs all over the country getting
Shit.
getting exported.
They not.
No, that's not.
They ain't chopping enough. They ain't doing that motherfucker.
Nah, it's got nothing to do with it.
He ain't getting deported.
nah, that shit's serious out there.
What up, Jay? What up, Ilya?
And it's
All
Thanks
right,
for watching.
let's do a quick shout out. What up, Solo? My guy Solo. Oh, Finster just joined. What up, Fins?
Oh, what's up, Finster? Shit. My boy Ilya is making these
Thank you for joining,
amazing
guys.
countertops for Blue Ocean Sushi.
Oh,
Hey, is that done yet? Are you done? Is it open? You ready to go? I need to go see it.
personal question
I need to go.
podcast.
I need to go get some.
Hey, what are you
I
doing
need to go
later?
get some
Like,
sushi.
just we get real personal here. All right,
Yeah, it's shitty and awful.
it's one of those things that we all agree on it because we all hate Trump. We all hate Trump, right? Like it is what it
Yeah.
is. He basically today just
I rock with Trump, man.
just,
Dragon energy.
reversed his own policy to look like a hero.
Somebody
Like,
said that policy that he just put in means that they can actually detain them forever now. They're together, the kids and the parents, but now
What?
now you can detain them forever.
I gotta find that out
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
that's
That's
all
crazy.
hearsay. That's it's fake news.
But that's the problem. The thing is, like, here's
Fake
something I've been
news.
thinking about today too. Not only the fact that they're manipulating the news, so we only have certain narratives, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this whole Republican versus Democrat thing, it's 100% bullshit.
It's exhausting.
It's 100% bullshit.
Yeah,
And I in my heart, I believe that it's geared to pit us against two imaginary fighters when really the war is against us.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
like the war is against us, but they're like, if
At
we
a
just
federal level, it is. I have a large degree of faith at the state level. Because if you go to the right state, you can find the right state that's got your same values. You want
That's
health care, go to Massachusetts or Austin, Texas. You know,
But
if
they
you
got-
want to
True.
fuck with universal income or whatever, like New Hampshire's kind of fucking with it.
that's cool, but
Seattle's got free public transportation. Like every state's got little pockets of awesome, right?
but
At
we're
the
still under this umbrella of shit,
on
though.
the federal level. It kind of feels like it kind of feels
And like,
shitty,
and
but-
I'm a first person to say that like what happens in the presidency doesn't really affect my day to day, because like I still gotta work, I still gotta run my own business, I still gotta get this money.
right.
You know what I mean? Like so like, but I just feel like it's a big manipulation, and then you create these divides amongst these people with lesser intelligence, and you have the situation with the person that's been trolling you and your mom all day on Facebook.
Yeah.
With these political, arguments.
What's their case?
Oh, Democrats this, Democrats that, Democrats this.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
like,
Hillary and Obama and Clinton.
Oh, my
and
God,
it's just
it's
like,
over.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all in power.
they still, you know what? They talk so.
What up, Jim?
I hear so much shit about Obama. Like,
Obama.
I know. It's like you attack the tangerine disaster, whatever monarch you want to give them, and all they do is throw it back to where things used to be. Oh yeah, well Clinton did this. Like, man, stop talking about fucking Clinton.
We need to talk about that wife jacket. Solo said, "What's up with that wife jacket?"
Jesus. Yeah. Okay. So
It's not just a fashion statement, yo. Like for
It's
real,
not.
like
It's not, because it's probably the cheapest thing she ever wore. For some
$35.
reason, word got out that it's like a $35, $40 jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's never even worn $40 socks before
So for
in her
for
life.
people who don't know what we're talking about,
before she met him.
Ivanka, is that her name?
This is Melania.
Melania? I don't know
This
these
is the
people's
wife.
names.
This is the first
So
lady.
Ivanka's the daughter, Melania's the wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. So Melania is going to Texas to go to one of these camps, an impromptu walkthrough, and she wears this jacket when she's on a private plane with big letters in the back that look like it's painted on. It says, "I really don't care. Do you?" That's crazy.
It's real crazy. It's a statement.
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
It's clearly a statement.
She was
It's a
told
statement.
to go there, and she put her jacket on and put it in front of the cameras, and then
And she really don't care.
and her paid assistant or whatever swooped in. Is like, oh, it doesn't mean anything.
It's just a jacket.
Right. It's the first anybody in public office to ever wear anything that says something in all of history, probably, at least like recent
Yeah,
history.
I've never seen any elected official
JF
in a graphic tee.
JFK wasn't
ever.
wearing printed shirts.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. The jacket was hard though.
Yeah, actually, kind of was.
The jacket was hard as
I
fuck.
kind of want one.
Yeah,
But,
I low key want one.
but
But in
it
the
mean- it means
context,
something.
it's bad.
Can somebody pull it up? No,
yeah.
No, I'm
I mean we
streaming.
all on the phone.
But
No,
like,
I got my iPad.
so she disappears for 4 weeks a couple months ago, and nobody can get a hold of her. Like she went like 21 days or something like that, not having contacted anybody, and then now she shows up in this jacket saying, "I don't really care." Yeah, I believe her. I don't think she does care.
I mean she ain't never asked for none of this.
It's a tight jacket, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The jacket hard. Yeah, jacket hard. But no, she doesn't really care. And you know what though? It's a flavor of I could take it a couple ways. But I will say this though, like I don't think the majority of people who are talking about this right now care. Ultimately.
What do you mean?
It's a flavor of the week.
What?
The whole
jacket?
the conversation about the kids, like society has this thing of we talk about these two things at once, one thing at a time, maybe two.
No, I think
but
a lot
that's
of people
all
care.
everything talks about.
I think a lot of people care. That's why he signed something. I think public outcry actually caused a reaction this time, Tech.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, people
are pissed, man.
Who
No-
voted, that way were upset too
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. A lot of people in his camp are like, "Oh, okay, this is not okay."
Yeah.
They don't like brown people, but they at least want the
At
brown
the
people to
old
have
white
it.
lady.
Here's the thing, right?
Have you heard that about those kids? It's terrible.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you what's going to happen, okay? He signed this thing that appeases everybody. They're going to forget about it. Probably doesn't change a thing for the kids. And next week, something else will happen, and we'll be on that.
Of course.
That's probably what's going to happen.
It happens about
no,
twice a day. It's
no,
a 12-hour news cycle.
He's
It's a 12-hour news
Yep.
cycle.
Yep. What's up, Adam? Welcome.
Yeah, he's terrible, man. So it's always something. It's
always
just
something.
bombarding you with shit after shit. You can't keep up with the drama of the White House right now.
If you're really pissed off about something, just wait 12 hours, and you'll forget all about it. 'Cause it'll be something else.
It'll be something else.
Hey, Solo says that jacket is about to be a bootleg like crazy.
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
there's so many people gonna believe
Oh, you know it. You know it. It's getting screen printed right now.
Shit, I thought about it.
Nigga rolling ink right now on it.
It's
It's just doing the ink right now.
pressing that shit
All
out.
right, now here's a thing, right? You talked about this earlier with the emo rap, and XXXTENTACION was the first emo
What's
rapper.
his name?
XXXTENTACION.
Really?
That's literally how you say it.
Yeah, it's like Spanish or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can just say triple
Rolls
X.
right off the tongue.
Tentacion.
I thought it was like triple extension or something.
People thought that at
No,
first.
no,
I was
it's
watching an
Tentacion.
interview with who was that? He was like, "Yeah, a triple extension," and Drake was like, "No, I don't think that's how you say it." But you talked about the emo rappers, and this is a really touchy subject, and me have been argued about this a lot, and I've changed my views on it since the last time we've argued about it. But I still feel like there's a hint of I don't know, trendiness to it. Why is everyone depressed? Like, what is this depression thing and this stress? Let's talk about it. Let's have an open dialogue amongst friends about depression, how it affects you, how do you feel about it, does it affect you, and what is the validity of everyone being depressed or everyone saying they're depressed and this and that?
The suicide rates in the Northeast have gone up.
That's been like that since forever, and a
No,
lot
it
of that
spiked
attested
quite a
to
lot. It spiked.
the weather in Seattle and stuff
Spiked.
like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's getting worse. Well, just in general, it's getting worse too, though.
Text like weather. Good counter.
Weather.
I mean, it's the truth.
It's
the
true,
truth.
yeah. But no,
But
It's
if there's
very-
a-
it spiked,
But if there's an uptrend,
and
It's
it
an
spiked throughout the country.
I mean, what?
I don't know, man. I think it's. I don't know. I blame
Well,
computers.
don't do your research now. People don't want to hear that.
You know what I mean?
You guys are supposed to be
I blame
talking.
computers.
I'm looking at you in the eyes so you can talk to me. I'm looking. Your topic.
Ben,
man.
what do you blame?
Well, all right, for
for
the
this?
record, Tech, you do agree with clinical depression, right? Like there's something wrong with my brain. It's not producing the right dopamine.
I believe
Everybody-
It's not producing
I-
dopamine.
Is
I
everybody
believe in.
clinically depressed
like
though, bro?
Bourdain had a perfect life.
See, that's
Something's
it, that,
wrong.
that bothers me.
Did he have a perfect life? He was on drugs
What
for
if
most of it.
What if the motherfucker just didn't want to live anymore?
Yeah.
That's not a chemical. That's not a mental
Yes,
illness.
it is. That's not. That's
He
against our
didn't have.
biology.
He didn't have a mental illness, bro, that we know of.
But that's
you
against-
can't. You can't just say.
We're the only species in the world that tries to kill itself. That's so. There's got to be something wrong with you if your brain says, "I no longer want you to persevere."
You can't just say that just because someone does something crazy, that they're mental ill all of a sudden. There's no
There's gotta be
history
something wrong.
of
Them
Anthony
being crazy
Bourdain.
makes them mental.
There's no history of Anthony Bourdain having any mental illness. He just
He's a
wanted
drug addict,
out.
so
he just
that's a
wanted
mental
out.
illness,
Okay, but
right?
No.
They're considering
there is
that.
such a thing as clinical depression. Yes, I need you to say this.
Yes.
As he rolls his eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. There's such thing as clinical depression.
What is that to you?
There's chemical imbalances in certain people, manic depression, bipolar,
Yeah.
those type
Get
of
some
things,
sun.
which you literally cannot help. Like, this literally uncontrollable.
Right. Okay.
Like, it's uncontrollable.
Yeah.
But like
have
someone
they
like
tried
like
jacking off
Bourdain,
all day.
like if he did have that, you telling me that no doctor has diagnosed him as much
If he
as
didn't go to the doctor, how would they diagose him?
I mean,
His new gal, what was her name? Asia.
She said that
He might
she's
have-
never met
he might
anyone
have
who
already
wanted
had
to
it.
die more than he did.
Yeah, and she
But
kept
maybe-
telling him to go to the hospital. And he's like, "No, I'm good."
Maybe he just wanted to die.
That's not in our biology. That's not normal.
That's not
Maybe
normal.
for some people it is.
But he
That's
has,
because it's their normal doesn't make it biologically normal. That makes
a
it
record of
abnormal.
drug
But it's a
abuse.
blanket statement, man. It's a blanket. Motherfuckers be upset. It's a blanket statement.
Okay, but
You
there
don't
are
think you
different
can be
levels to
crazy
depression. There are different levels. There has to be different
and
levels
be
to depression.
successful? Is that
I'm
your
saying
problem? You have a problem with him being successful and being quote unquote.
It's not really. This is not a
Like Kate Spade,
conversation
too.
I want to have about Bourdain.
Okay, Kate
but
Spade.
he is the recent example of maybe he
She was
just maybe
successful too. all of them were. All of them successful.
Triple X? I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. XXX.
No, he's Triple X. People call him Triple X.
Okay.
It
just
I mean,
proves
he was a
that.
sad kid.
That just proves
homeless
that.
and shit.
That just
So,
proves that you don't have to be down in the dumps
True.
to not want your life. It just proves that it's completely out of your control. You
Robin
can be,
Williams.
Yeah. Well, Robin Williams apparently fought with his entire life.
Solo, who was contributing a lot to the chat, said that Bourdain was an alcoholic, which is a depressant.
Sure.
Yeah.
So maybe
Sure.
it wasn't mental illness. He was just a fucking alcoholic.
Well, it might go hand in hand. Did you see what Joe Rogan said?
What did
When
Joe
they were
Rogan
in one of the episodes together, and they went hunting. He said Bourdain went hard on the bourbon that night. And so apparently Joe Rogan can hang, and he's just like, Bourdain was just gone. And he's like, yo, give me the marijuana, give me everything. Like, he was just ingest, drugs.
Well, I mean,
So I think he's
is
been
that
doing
a
that his
mental
whole life,
illness or his choice?
though.
I
He's been
lean
doing that
towards-
his entire life.
I lean towards choice.
Well, okay, maybe. I don't know.
No, okay. So when I think of mental illness, I
It's a
think
big
of,
term.
It's such a vague term.
Yeah,
And
we're being very vague.
My big problem with the term is it's so vague, and if people just use it to write it off, like all of a sudden Bourdain he kills himself. Never knew as fans, we never knew anything was wrong with him. We knew he drank too much.
In what condition would
If
somebody
we knew
I
he
know
had a
you-
drug
if
pass.
I-
Hold on,
I
let me
know
finish
you
this
got a
point. Let me
drug
finish this
habit.
point. Let me finish this point. We know something's wrong with him, but we don't think it's mental illness. No one ever thought he was schizophrenic, bipolar, manic depressant. None of this ever came up, and his life has been definitely deep dived. And then he does one thing, and then everyone was like, "Oh man, mental illness is crazy." That's it.
Yeah.
Like, no, there's other shit going on in this world. There's other things happening to people. We're not addressing it. That's probably why everyone's hurt, and we're just brushing it under the table. And anytime somebody does something crazy, oh man, that's a mental illness. No,
Hold
it's
up,
not a
though.
mental illness. Not all the fucking time.
Hold
It
up,
is
though.
sometimes, but not all the fucking time.
Okay.
That's my
Let's-
point.
Like, mental illness. There's something wrong with you, right? So let's say something wrong with me. Like, my hip hurts. My hip hurts really bad. And I just ignore it. I just work through it. And one day, this motherfucker just gonna go out. That's the same as mental illness, right? Like, he's been dealing with something mentally his entire life. That's why he's addicted to drugs. That's why he is an alcoholic. He's had something wrong with him mentally for his entire life. And finally gave out when he was in his 60s. Like,
Did too much to drink. And
Is that a mental illness or is that a toxic thought process?
that
like,
that,
is
does,
that-
that statement doesn't mean much to me. I'm sorry.
But see, neither does mental illness though. Like,
this is really
was
vague.
he bipolar?
I don't think so.
Was he schizophrenic?
No.
Was he manic depressant?
It sounds
but how
like
would
it.
he know if he didn't go to the doctor for it?
So then why? What
I
are we
don't know
talking?
what's wrong with my hip.
Then what are we talking about? If we don't know, what are we
Okay,
talking about?
I
Like,
think-
that's exactly my point. What are we talking
It's
about?
in our
then?
biology, just
But-
like our ape biology, to stay alive. If any part of you says, I don't want to be here anymore, there's something wrong with you. Playing it flat out. Your basic, predetermined, laid out biology should be exist, eat, enjoy whatever you've got in front of you. Just even the kids who have nothing, who live on piles of trash.
So you're saying
kick balls of trash together and they're laughing because it's your genetic predisposition to exist. So if any part of you says, yo, tap out, there's something wrong with you.
So Captain Science says that if you have a thought that does not align with societal norms,
That's
right?
not biology.
No.
Biology. Has nothing to do with society.
Or
Biological imperative to exist.
non-quantifiable biological laws, then you have a mental illness. Then you have a deficiency. That's what you're saying. That's
don't
what
know.
Captain Science is saying to me.
Don't call
that
me Captain Science. You're no more scientist than I am.
if you're saying that if someone
You've had the
has
exact same level of school I have.
a thought that is against unquantifiable biological laws that you're making up,
Well, I mean, okay, you can't say it's unquantifiable just because
No,
you and
no.
I don't have the numbers.
there's so many theories on instinct and natural born instincts, right? Which is what you're talking about.
Sure.
And there's huge ones that say that we all have blank slates, tabula rasa. So there's not any proof of either. We don't know. Like, we don't know.
I don't know. I can't say there's no
Right.
proof because I don't.
We
know.
don't. As humans, a species widely accepted, we don't know. So you're saying that if someone has a thought that deviates from what you determine is a biological instinct, then they have an illness, and that's it. And I think that life is a little bit more complicated than that. And maybe he was just motherfucking tired. and he ain't like the shit.
I mean, maybe. Well, I don't know, man.
What he's saying is you're not supposed to get tired of living. Which means there's something wrong with you.
I mean, I've seen people sit and watch TV and do nothing with their lives for 15 years. Like, they didn't go outside, wait to be fed. Like old people, just sit around and wait to die. They could very easily just go walk into traffic and kill themselves, but they don't. Right?
In pain every day.
Yeah, just end it. So I got to say real quick, what's up, Steve? What's up, Christy? But I think the problem with this conversation is we're using really broad terms. Like, I have a very good reason to be depressed lately. I'm not going to say it's chemical. I'm just fucking sad, right? But I can still call it depression. I'm a little bit depressed lately. It's affecting me, right? So if Anthony Bourdain can kill himself due to depression, and I can just be a little mopey and it affects my work, and that's depression, and somebody who chops up a bunch of babies, puts them in a bathtub, and serves them to his friends is mentally ill, and somebody who's just sad a lot is mentally ill. Like, we're using the same words to cover too many topics. We're overgeneralizing, and we don't have a specific enough term. Maybe depression is too hard to quantify from the outside looking in. So when all your Facebook friends say they're depressed, you're just going to immediately write it off and go, no, you're not. You're just sad. But the problem is the word is too big, just like mental illness. Yeah. So we can't quantify all these things. So your immediate response is just to write everybody off and go, no, you're not.
No,
and my immediate response is that,
That's...
yes, maybe everybody is just a little bit, but because the word is too big.
So to say it's an illness means that there's a cure.
No, there's no cure to Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Or Parkinson's.
I mean...
or muscular dystrophy. There's lots of illnesses with no cures.
I will say this.
But it means there's something physically wrong that's quantifiable. Like, you can identify Alzheimer's. Boop. You can identify depression.
Can you
identify depression with your all your levels, dopamine and serotonin and all that shit. That's why they have pills for it. And if you don't go to the doctor and you don't take your pills, you might kill yourself.
Or you might.
As multiple people in my life have either done or tried.
You might take pills and really want to kill yourself because that's one of the side effects of the pills.
And that's weird. I don't understand that at all.
Like, I would not take that medicine. You will have suicidal thoughts. Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
I think I'll just
That's why I'm taking this.
I'll just ride the diarrhea out.
There's a strand of weed for everything that's wrong with you.
But you know what? Weed will pacify you, and in times it's an anti-inflammatory, but it's not a cure.
That's not what Cheech Marin says. Dude had cancer. Now he doesn't.
Well, I mean that's
yeah.
Of course, you're battling a country that wants you to get sick off cancer, so it's going to be really hard to get research on that one.
Yeah.
But I would probably agree with you that but
I bet it's got more medicinal purposes than you think. Besides just suppression. Besides just making you feel good.
Are you down to do that?
Drink my own pee?
Yeah, if you get cancer, because they say that'll
if I get cancer and I get drink my pee away from it, just yeah.
Right from the spigot.
So basically, there's a dude in Texas that found it's some chemical in pee that if you take it regularly enough, it can get rid of cancer. He had like a 99% remission rate. That's the right term, right? Remission.
Sure.
And basically, the FDA tried to steal the formula. Was not doing the therapy correctly, not the dosages and stuff, and it didn't work for the FDA. So they said, you're crazy and you're doing some other shit, and they took his license and shit.
Well, that's
in Texas,
bullshit.
And that was like 10 years ago. So it's an Asian man on the documentary I seen. He said, "There's no honor under the sun of capitalism."
Right.
Well, interesting topic, guys. I don't think we agree on this. I feel like it's trendy to say I'm depressed. Like, I'm just depressed. Like, it's a trend. Because trust me, I know mental illness.
Sure.
And
they should say
if
I'm
you're
sad.
If you're sad, you're not depressed. Like, there's a difference. Like,
so
I think you
saying
can
you're
be
sad
depressed, man.
and
I
saying
think you
you're
can be
depressed.
depressed. Like, it's that depression is going to affect your physical behavior. If I'm sad about something, that's not going to stop me from doing anything. But if I feel depressed,
yeah,
it's going
to slow you down.
It might slow me down. And
Christy says sadness can become depression.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Right? If you're sad all the time, It might turn into something.
Is happiness a choice?
No, fuck you. No.
All right,
No,
listen,
I'm
just
gonna
asking a
get really
question.
insulting.
I'm just asking a question.
No.
Is
Let me.
happiness a
No.
choice?
Happiness is not a choice.
No.
Okay. You don't choose to be happy at times.
Uh,
When you should be sad, you don't choose to be happy.
No, you can't choose that shit. If I'm sad, I'm sad. If I'm sitting around mopey, I might go, you know what? I need to get out of the house. I need to do something about this. But every once in a while, if I wake up crying,
You wake up crying?
I mean, come on.
I
How
think
personal you want this to get? But
anything,
Yeah,
anything,
man. What
anything
are we
can be
doing?
a choice. You know what I mean?
So do you think,
There's
Nick, do you think
days-
happiness is a choice?
There are days that I wake up and I say, today's going to be a good day, and I'm just going to make it that way, and I'm going to, like, whatever comes my way, I'm just going to fucking smile about it. And
you're round the
fucking push
corner. You're round the corner. You're coming home from work. It's everybody's worst fear. You hear sirens and you see smoke. You come home and your dog and your girlfriend, skeletons on the front step, burnt alive. And you go, huh, I feel like ice cream. I'm just going to be, fuck this. I'm going to be happy.
Wish they
it.
had
Oh,
marshmallows.
Yeah, not possible.
Right.
Yeah,
Choosing
you're right.
happiness.
I
Get
see
out of
what
here.
you're saying.
That's that fucking meme generation just saying shit. That's a motivational
So you
poster.
have no control whether you're happy or sad, is what you're saying, telling me.
No.
Chaos theory.
No. Well,
I mean, I'm asking legitimate questions.
I don't think so.
So you have no control whether you're happy or
long
sad.
term, maybe. Right? If your job sucks and it's causing you torture and it's causing you stress and it's making you ill, maybe you should quit your job. Right? Or people in bad relationships, you are in control. You can leave that relationship. Now, there's a lot of psychology behind that. Most people probably just don't, for whatever reason. Right? Right. So, but of course, you've got control over that. Yeah, but there's a lot of fear involved and a lot of psychology or whatever. But if I'm at home and I'm just sad for whatever, you can't just choose happiness. You can make changes in your life.
You're going to try to get out of it.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people now. That's also
So
a little
you're telling
reductive because there's a lot of people that can't change.
You're
their
telling me
lives.
you can't control your own mood?
Not my current mood. I can do what I can. I can do whatever I can to try to fix it.
So
I can
you
put on
can't-
my favorite album. I can go get some coffee. I can go play with my dog.
So can
Right?
you control your mood right now?
You know,
Yeah, if we get in an argument, I can calm myself down. Maybe not me. Maybe.
I mean, in
but
general. So you're telling me
It's
you do have control of your mood.
I think to a degree. I don't think anything's absolute.
everything's not 2K, Tech.
Yeah, it's
You
not
can't just change the difficulty setting in
So
the
you
middle of
guys
the
do
game.
not have control of your own mood and emotions.
Not
You
100%.
can't change the difficulty setting in the middle of the game like you did the other day in 2K, Tech. If the day's difficult,
If you're surrounded by sadness,
You
you,
know
can't
what I
just go, you
mean?
know what? I'm not going to feel this right
you
now.
can't just turn it up and turn it
I beg
down.
to differ. So you
What's
guys
that?
are telling me you guys are emotionally out of control. That's what you guys are telling
Man,
me.
this dude.
That's what you guys are literally telling me that you have no control. So you're out of control.
Stop dropping shit on the table,
You're right.
goddammit. It's like the toddlers in here.
More than one, too.
There's shit everywhere to play with.
Yes.
We all need fidget. We all need
Clackers.
fidget cubes.
Like clackers is hanging around. That's old school. It's showing my age with clackers. You guys remember clackers?
Yeah.
Oh, the
little
hand things?
Yeah,
little hand
that's
things.
Yeah, those things were fun.
They were fun. Fuck that.
Emotions are not controllable. What you do with them is a choice. But depression is not an emotion; it's a condition.
Condition.
From Christy.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Emotions are not controllable. What you do with them is sort of like dark thoughts. We all have really dark thoughts.
but
like,
what you do
"Ooh,
with
that
them
lady's
it
just
is control.
That lady's a little too close to the curb. Wouldn't it be weird if I just pushed it?
I have those dark thoughts.
Maybe-
dark thoughts all the time.
Right.
I don't ever act on them.
That's okay. But you still had those thoughts.
I have control of them. Is
You have
why I
control
don't
of
act
your
on them.
body.
If I
You have
didn't,
control of your body.
no,
But
and
those-
my thoughts.
You can't stop those thoughts from happening.
No, you can't.
You had the
No,
thought.
you can't. You
can't.
keep
No,
having them.
You're right. You can't.
You
You're
had
right.
it.
You can't. I was on an airplane and I had this weird thing like, if I just pull this, I was
Everybody
in the exit
has
row.
those thoughts.
I was in the exit row, and it's like if I just pull this lever, everything changes.
Oh my God, there's a word for that. Call of the void. There's an official term for having those dark thoughts. Like, well, maybe I should just drive off the road right now. It's called the call of the void. Isn't that amazing?
But I didn't pull
Pushing
the
the key-
lever, ejecting the door
Yeah, it's
and
'cause you have-
sucking everyone out the plane.
It's because you have willpower.
because it's fucked up.
and because you're not mentally ill.
Because I have control.
Right.
So you're telling me
Because
But
you're
also
not
listen,
mentally
since
ill.
everyone's depressed and everyone has mental illness, so anyone could have sat in that seat and they would have done it because they have someone has a mental illness.
No, they have willpower.
You know, I thought I was going to be
Self-control.
agreeing with you here. I really did. When you first started, because I have this beef with people online always complaining about their depression when I think maybe you should just get the fuck out the house and be around people and be human. But
Can't do that.
they be sitting in the house, dog, eating Cheetos and shit. Like, try
Eating bonbons.
Like,
If you can really
I've been
tell,
down in the dumps
if you
and have had
that's
plenty
called
of
sadness.
reason.
That's called sadness. But you can't just go tell somebody with real clinical depression, like, "Hey, Bucko, maybe you should just go work out or drink some water."
Man, but they online. They posted the picture of them in Vegas
This chick,
15 minutes ago, and then the next second they fucking sad, and they don't know what the world is
They were
gonna
just
do.
in Vegas. That's a sad place.
it is a sad place. Have you ever been to Vegas? It's the biggest insult on your intelligence
It's weird.
that you've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's made for Neanderthals. This woman
I
called
don't
me an
get it.
idiot on Facebook the other day, the stranger, and I looked at her Facebook page because I always do that. Like
Sure.
that's my shit, right?
Yeah, you
like,
gotta know who you're talking to.
and her first post was like, "I've been in bed all day. It's like 5 o'clock. I've been in bed all day. I'm so depressed." And I just wanted to go in on her so bad.
Did
like
you?
I didn't.
Did you make her kill herself?
Nope. Because you know why? I control my mood.
I'd have
I
went
could have
in
been
on her.
angry. I mean, that's not what I'm saying.
You're not
this.
even a real person to me.
I'm just saying
online.
that
That's
people-
why I don't be online.
People literally like they post about it. Like I've seen people post videos of them crying. Do you know how
That's
hard
weird.
that is?
That's weird.
Do you know how hard
That's
that is?
so weird, man.
Next time you
So,
cry,
like, they're not crying,
pull out
not
your
crying,
phone,
push
and
record.
videotape yourself.
It's weird. It's
What
really
if you
weird.
already live and then something happened and you crying?
Okay, but that's probably not the case. They're probably like, "I want some hits. I want to whip up some tears,"
Yeah.
or they're legitimately sad, and that's how they make their money. But it's a big topic. It's a big world. There's a lot of definitions. We don't have enough vocabulary, or research, or intellect to tackle the intricacies of the human mind and the complexity of depression.
All right, we're
I
gonna
think
move on.
I think tech wants one more word, so not everything falls into one word. Probably
it's too much of a blanket statement.
right.
It's too much of a blanket
and because
statement.
people that
Yeah.
like
It's writing someone off. Like if you come in here and you fucking do some wild fucking shit that no one agrees with, and you're my friend and I love you, so like I'm gonna like not accept anything. You know what I'm saying? And people, everyone would be like, "Oh, man, mental illness is crazy." Huh? That's that. Like, no, I want to know what the fuck was wrong with him. What happened? What's the fuck is going? I'd want to know the truth.
I've seen people say about people that have killed themselves that that it was virtually naked or invisible to the human eye. Like all of their friends just wouldn't know. That's how it goes down. That's how it would literally be like if I killed myself tomorrow and you all were going, "What? Ben? What the no, Ben was the biggest no." But that's how it works. You don't see it coming. It's not some sad sack motherfucker that's like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Then
no.
if you kill yourself, I'm taking a shit on your grave.
That's fine. I won't be there.
Okay.
But
if
like
you kill yourself, I will not have any emotion.
because you're a master of your own.
No, I just have a really
I'm gonna be
weird
hella
thing with
sad. I'm gonna be
suicide.
hella sad.
I have a really like, well, fuck you too then. It's like the ultimate walk in a room full of friends and be like, I ain't got no motherfucking friends. It's like the ultimate that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the ultimate fuck you.
I used to think that way.
You know what? I mean,
But there is a category for this that falls under illness, and you need to leave room for that in your headspace.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then everybody else that you don't think falls into that
But see,
category,
I think
you
I
need a
feel-
new word for that.
I think I feel different about it because
But
mental
how-
illness completely changed my life.
We was talking about
In
this in the
childhood?
gym.
I'm talking.
I'm waiting.
Mental illness completely changed my life in a very negative way,
Yeah.
but I turn into a positive. So when someone just says, basically when someone says they have this thing that changed my life completely, and I feel like it's just a trend and it's just the thing to say and the cool thing to be, I call it bullshit. And that's where I come from. So that's my angle on it. Like, yeah, there's like legit shit that like will change your fucking life.
Yeah.
Like depression, manic depression and bipolar and schizophrenia will change your fucking life.
Sure. Yeah.
But you're sad and
Yeah.
you're in your bed and
You're-
you're calling it depression on Facebook, you're full of shit.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. So
how
I
you
stand by
feel
what I
about
said.
it.
The word's too big. You need more than one definition or more than one word.
I just need it not to be the cop out.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was talking about.
What up, Nathan Harris? Everybody, Nathan Harris.
Nathan
Oh,
Harris.
what up?
Fuck you, Jack.
All right, so we got 10 minutes. We have one more topic to discuss. We'll save it for next
We
time.
gotta do our wrap up.
Science Corner with Ben.
Oh shit! Right. Coco the ape died. Coco the gorilla.
No.
Who the fuck is Coco the ape? I got the email, I
You don't know
still,
who Coco is?
She knows almost. She's almost fluent in sign language.
Yeah.
Like she's talking about. They gave her a kitten and they had to watch the ape watch the kitten die and it explained it. They put
I remember that.
And then she has like thoughts on mankind and stuff. Like
Yeah.
she was a thinking gorilla. She actually contributed to mankind over the last 60 years or some shit. So she was she was
had
a
babies and shit though, right?
I don't know. I actually
I
don't
think
know
she's got
that much. But
Some young Caesars.
she was a citizen of the world, and the world is now a little smaller without Coco.
All right. Sorry, Coco. But your lifespan wasn't as long as ours anyway, right? What's the lifespan
I have
on the
no
gorilla?
idea. I don't know.
We'll have to
She
research
looked
You don't care about
kind of
nothing.
great.
You don't care about crazy people. You don't care about smart ass gorillas.
that. I care about smart ass gorillas.
That's a hell of a thing, man.
But they ain't had to kill my gorilla like that for like that. He was protecting that boy. I ain't got over that yet.
Hey, so since
Oh,
I'm
you
streaming
talking about the
and you've
girl.
got an iPad, and I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I'll do this next time. I'm sorry. I'll bring my iPad. But can you click on that second science link about the Antarctic?
Which way did you send it to us?
In the text, the show meeting notes, it should be the next email.
The email. I don't think I have the email on this.
Cold.
computer. I might actually.
Tundra.
Nathan says, "I love you too, shitface." It's I guess the Antarctic is melting 3 times faster than they thought it would. It's fucking crazy. It's disappearing. The
Your
Antarctic,
electric cars aren't working.
it's added like 300 billion gallons of
Water.
Yeah, ice. Not
ice.
just water, but ice.
Ice and
to the
water.
ocean. And I think
Goodbye, Florida.
it's likely in our lifetime the Antarctic will not have any ice on it.
But you know what? I saw this video that one of your friends posted in a Discord about the actual size of the world
Isn't that
and
neat?
continents, and it's like Antarctica's not that big at all. Like it's not. So chill out. You know, like
No,
Yeah,
no chilling out.
We're not chilling out. That's
see,
the problem.
I control my mood. Hey, text. The world's ending. Yeah.
I'm fine. I got what I want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more ice in the water is bad. Temperature of the oceans is bad. Changing in the currents is bad.
That's why
Yeah, it's all bad.
the weather today.
It's gonna get worse. We're gonna have
Feels-
beach.
it
We're gonna have
feels good
beachfront
outside. It feels
property
so
here in
good
St. Louis,
outside.
guys.
I might go find a patio to sit on. It feels
was
good
nice today.
outside.
Yeah, it's hellish how good it feels out here. It shouldn't feel like this
Yeah. Well-
today. Today's summer solstice. Goddamn me, it's supposed
Hottest
to
day of
be.
the year and it's like 82.
The longest day of the year. No, this is perfect. We need a break from the heat because we did like
We do.
we didn't transition. It was like 70
It's
to
been
100.
mild. It's been mild.
I enjoy it. Quick hits, E3 recap. We have maybe
recap that.
8
We gonna
minutes.
enjoy it.
So
California and
we gotta
Florida.
go
ain't-
fast. Like, all right,
Favorite games of the show. How about that?
yeah, I want to play. Was it Last of Us
Cyberpunk?
2?
Oh.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks like if you have any mental illness, don't play it because it might push you over the edge. I think that looks amazing. Halo coming out. That looks like that's gonna take a lot of arrows of my life.
Yeah, I got super
Are there
excited about
playable parts of Halo?
that. Not yet.
No. Okay.
No, but it is what it's gonna be. What we think it is.
It's-
If
And
you have a hard
2020
if you have a hard time hearing Nate, it's because
And-
Sony's dick is in its
In
mouth.
2020, you're gonna. Hopefully, we all make it to 2020. Hopefully, nobody kills themselves before 2020, so they can play Halo for the 19th time.
That was
Listen,
that was-
asshole,
that
we've
was
been
a-
playing
that was a
Halo
really
since like
dark callback.
2005. What have you been playing since 2005? Name a series you've been playing for that long, with a continuing
Street
story.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man for sure.
No, really. Give me a franchise you've been playing. God of War.
Street Fighter.
God of War.
God of War.
Did you beat it yet?
No, I haven't beat it yet. I'm taking my time.
It's a dramatic story. It's a long 6-part saga, and we're gonna see Master Chief die, and that's gonna be crazy cool. I have a right to be excited about that.
Yeah. In 2020, let's hope you make
So
it.
what?
I'm praying for you.
So what? Who cares? Who cares when it comes out? That's a weird argument to have.
It's not.
Why is okay?
All right, good, great conversation. So
Nathan
entertaining,
Harris
guys.
says Resident Evil 2. That trailer was fucking incredible. I was proud of myself that I
yeah.
called it a few minutes before they announced it.
Dude,
Like, that kind
here's-
of looks like RE2.
Let me tell you the story about Ben and Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
They literally took
The joy.
They sucked the joy out of the room of E3. We got together on a Sunday and watched the Microsoft conference, and every time a game trailer was played, the first 15 seconds was them guessing what it was.
That's fun.
It's so annoying. It's imagine doing that for a movie trailer.
Sadness is annoying to tech. Depression is annoying to tech. Apes are annoying to tech.
No, I love
E3 with
apes.
Ben is annoying to tech.
No, I loved it. Dude, don't get me wrong. I loved it. But you have to know that it was hilarious.
And I tried to control myself. I did.
It was hilarious. I found it very funny.
Okay, cool. I'm controlling my mood. I'm looking forward to Beyond Good and Evil. That's kind of a deep cut for a lot of gamers. It's a game that was out like 15 years ago on GameCube and Xbox. It looks dope. It's about animals and space travel and shit. It looks cool.
Aaron says he's getting me a game cast for my birthday.
What the fuck is a game cast?
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny. Playbox.
she's been
Playbox 720.
She was like, when you want to get that PS3? She's been fucking with me so hard.
Steve Scott just logged in. What up, Steve?
Steven Scott.
Tasty Steve on the set.
I want to play Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk, man. Cyberpunk's way up there.
Yeah, you're gonna play that in 2020 as well.
Oh, it's gonna be a while for that. It's literally unknown date.
2020.
I don't care about Devil May Cry. I've never cared about that franchise at all.
That's because you're not a gamer.
What franchise? What franchise?
Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah, I don't. It doesn't surprise me you don't care about that. I'm interested,
Yeah, I don't care about it.
but I played them all.
But I'm not a gamer either.
He's not.
So, and Nate's a gamer.
Super gamer.
He's a super gamer. What do you
He's
play?
actually esports.
What do you play on PC?
This nigga got
I'm
a
sorry,
PC.
my bad,
This nigga got a PC.
What do you-
He think he a gamer. You not a gamer, dog. You only play 2K and PUBG. Get the fuck out of here.
No, see, like that is that's so pretentious. That's the most pretentious thing you've ever said. Like
That's the
I
two
play-
games that you play.
I play games
You
all
play
the
Madden.
time. I play a lot of games. I played like 3-4 hours of FIFA today, but it's because I don't play
Oh,
the
you play
games you
FIFA.
play.
He play
That means
FIFA.
I'm not a gamer. That's very pretentious and very like boys clubbish. But that's fine if that's how you
It's
feel.
a boys club.
That's fine if that's how you feel. But like that doesn't mean anything to me because I like video
You're
games.
right. You're
I've
a
been playing
gamer.
video games
You like a video
my
games.
whole life. Before you were born, I was playing video games.
You're right.
So
The only people I'm say would not video gamers are
Don't date yourself.
the people who play. If you play,
What'd you have? What'd you have?
if
have
you
an
play
Atari?
one game,
yeah, Atari. You were probably not even born. So, but that's fine. Like you
Steve
can
said you
discredit
just
me.
broke his heart. Tech.
For what?
I
Why break his heart?
don't know.
Cause he not a gamer. That's why.
That's fine.
You
I don't
you
mind.
broke Steve Hart because you not a real gamer.
You know what he sounds like?
He's
a
just trying
PlayStation
to-
fanboy.
He's
That's what he
trolling.
sounds like.
Ben, let me talk to someone who has sense. You know he's trolling me, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just trying to get a reaction.
The only people that aren't gamers just play iPhone games. You're not a gamer. You just
He said, what
Sorry.
games you got on PC?
You're not a gamer, dude. You play Destiny. Like you've been playing
played-
Destiny for 3 years. Like
I played
you're not really a
Destiny.
gamer, bro.
I play Street Fighter.
You don't play Street
I
Fighter.
play.
You're just raising titles
Virtual
of games that
Fighter.
I actually have.
until we can
play
define gamer, this is a
Injustice.
pissing match. Just to,
But he's doing
I
it.
play Dragon
Ben, is he
Ball
not
Z.
doing this? I play Dragon.
I play a lot of games.
You're not a weightlifter either.
good comeback.
He's not a weightlifter.
grumble.
I hear
Sorry.
him now.
Uh,
Now he's being ridiculous.
yeah.
A
So I don't
person
care when
who
these
plays
games.
video games or participate in role-playing games,
You're right.
especially in sports,
person who
person
plays
known for
games.
consistently making a strong effort.
If you only play one game, and it's not for a sport, or you play just cell phone games, you're not a gamer. How about that? You have to have a console when you play regularly. That makes you a gamer. That's a lifelong gamer setting down the rules right now.
Tech. I'm sorry that I called you not a gamer.
Let's
I can tell.
But
write
everybody
it
in this
down.
room
Really
qualifies
hurts you.
for that, right?
Let's write it down. Let's write it down.
What does gamer mean? What does gamer mean to Nate?
Not a gamer.
What does gamer mean to Nate?
My definition.
Yeah. What's a gamer to you?
It's people who play all games. Like I play RPGs. I play fighting
He's
games.
about to
I
have
play
all
sports.
3 consoles.
He didn't play. He's gonna play 2K on all 3 consoles.
That's funny.
See,
It's not true, but it's funny.
What he's doing is to
Hey,
make
don't you
himself
got-
feel better
hey, what you got
about
on,
being a
uh,
shitty video game
no,
player,
no.
a
What do you-
literal shitty player
what do you-
in game.
What do you?
That he's trying to knock me down to make himself feel better.
What
I
games you got on
understand.
Switch?
On Switch, I do have FIFA, I have NBA, I have Mario Kart, and I have Rocket League.
What do you play most?
It all depends on what
FIFA
I'm
and
doing.
Mario Kart, I imagine.
Mario
FIFA
Kart
and
actually is the
Mario
most.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I have on Xbox One?
He's
right
got as
now?
many consoles as I have. We have a PC, which mine's not that great, but I have a PS4 and not a Switch. He's got a Switch and not a PS4. So he's got the exact name.
And I'm about to have PS4 probably soon. So, but that's fine because apparently the hours I play, and you know what I play and when I play it.
Actually, I do. When I log on, I can see
I'm
what
gonna put
you've
my
been
glasses
playing.
back
It's
on.
PUBG and fucking 2K. Oh, and FIFA. Now,
If you've
you
never
just start
beaten
playing.
Mario Original, you're not a gamer. Steve Scott.
I beat Mario Original,
There you go.
and I didn't beat 2 because I rented it, but I beat 3.
Yeah, I never beat 2. I beat 3 Hellas.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I played 2.
Do you ever play F-Zero?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That game was amazing.
What console is it on?
F-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Nintendo 64, ain't it?
Oh,
No!
Oh, wait. He's right. He's right.
Okay.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Technically, but that's not what we were going for.
That's what I played it on.
Okay.
What was the first console you
know.
owned?
Sega.
What was the first video game you played?
Man, I don't know if I can remember
Ultra
that one.
Beast.
Ping pong.
Like the game or a paddle and a ball?
No, come on. I almost called you a nigga. Like, you don't bring it out of me. All right, that's the end of our episode 15.
Yeah, time's up. We got to be strict this
We're
week.
being strict
We got to be strict
because
from now on.
we're being strict from now on. It's
Yeah.
only doing 60 minutes.
60 minutes show.
Thank you for listening. If you want to find us, go to SoundCloud, type in 60-minute show, not the shit, but 60-minute show, and we'll pull up
Our catalog.
Our catalog will pull up all episodes,
Yeah.
all the way to episode 1. I don't think episode 1's on there, actually. I think it's 2. But
I'd like to hear that, actually.
go to Instagram, look up 60 Minute Shit Show, follow us there. We're going to be eventually we're going to be doing live strictly from there. Make sure you follow me, Tech Supreme, Sketch Sawyer, and Hate Nate,
Yep.
H8 Nate. And, thank you for listening.
Yeah,
And-
we'll advertise next time so you know that we're about to pop online before we actually do. 'Cause
I-
a lot of people showed up here at the end. So.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.